Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. A heartbreaking night in Parkland, Florida, after the gunman opens fire inside that high school.
Late tonight, the governor of Florida ordered flags be flown at half-staff to honor the victims. We just learned classes at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School are canceled for the rest of the week. Florida authorities just gave us an update as well on the investigation. They are spending the night gathering evidence from the scene. Investigators say 17 people are dead. 12 of those people are identified, but their names are not being released just yet. Investigators say the suspected shooter is 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz, a former student at that high school. We do have brand new video here at 11 of the suspect being apprehended by police. A driver in Florida shot the video. You see the suspect lying on the ground, surrendering to officers. Unbelievable situation. They're all caught on smartphones, of course, in those classrooms. Those students in lockdown. New at 11. Investigators say the suspect pulled the fire alarm to draw people out of those classrooms and increase the number of casualties. The school already performed a fire drill earlier in the day, leading to people to think this time around it was just a false alarm. Our team is staying on top of these breaking developments tonight. Our coverage begins with ABC's Serena Marshall. She has brand new accounts about today's shooting, the victims, and the suspect.
The sound of gunshots ringing out at a South Florida high school. It was just after 2, students preparing to leave for the day, when a shooter, now identified as Nicholas Cruz, using a single AR-15 with countless magazines, wearing a gas mask, armed with smoke grenades, opened fire.
We all started running indoors. I didn't know what was happening.
We don't know, but we're entering the building.
SWAT teams moved in, searching for the shooter and clearing the school of more than 3,000.
And the SWAT team, they bust open the window and they just all saved us. It was really intense.
One student recalling the horrific scene. Her teacher shot.
We saw his body for like 30 minutes. We were just like praying and crying and then the police came and we just got out.
The sheriff's office confirmed 15 were killed on site. 2 died later at the hospital.
This is a catastrophic, an unbelievably catastrophic day in Broward County history. It's devastating. I'm sick to my stomach.
After the hail of gunfire, the 19-year-old former student walked out of the school.
White male, burgundy shirt, wearing a black hat, and either long black pants or shorts. He mixed in with a group of students that were running westbound.
Police arresting him without incident. The motive of the shooting is still unclear, as the school and all related activities have been canceled for the remainder of the week. Serena Marshall, ABC News, Washington. All new at 11, we are hearing from a teacher who rushed to save her students. She locked 19 students inside a closet. Listen.
We started going back to the classroom and, taking in kids and yelling to kids in the hallway to get inside. And then after about, 60 to 90 seconds, it's an active shooter. The students hid in that closet for 40 minutes.
And also new at 11, we spoke with a family in Florida that has strong ties to Cincinnati. Their son was inside Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School at the time of the shooting. 9 on your sides, Ashley Zilka joins us now with that student's terrifying story. Ashley?
Craig, Garrett Schreiber is a freshman at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. His father is a University of Cincinnati alum. We spoke to them by phone tonight. Garrett says the shooting started after the fire alarm went off, which was strange because they had a drill earlier in the day.
I was just sitting in the last period of the day, like 30 minutes before school was out.
A typical Wednesday at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School turned deadly as soon as students heard the second fire alarm of the day.
I looked outside and I saw security guards with their guns out, so I knew that there was something going on.
Garrett Schreiber says he heard the gunshots soon after the alarm.
We got into class, got as many people in as we could, about 60 kids. We all got behind a desk. Everyone was piled on top of each other, just trying to stay safe.
Not on Your Side's anchor Kristen Hartman spoke with Garrett and his father Matt by phone. Matt is a University of Cincinnati alum.
It was surreal. It was almost living out a nightmare.
Matt says for about 15 minutes he didn't know what happened to his son. Then he got a text.
That he loved us, but he couldn't talk. and he was hidden in the classroom.
Garrett heard screams in the hallway, but there was nothing they could do.
We were told not to open the door just in case the shooter was still there.
Garrett says the SWAT team got them about an hour and a half later.
We were told to keep our arms on the person in front of us, on their shoulders, look straight ahead, don't look down, and just walk fast and don't look around.
But Garrett didn't have to look.
Yes, I knew that there was loss, and there was a lot of people I know who got shot.
And Garrett told our Kristen Hartman that it will be hard to go back to school when it reopens. Right now, it's not clear when that will happen. Ashley Zilka, 9 on your side.